everyone, this is how I teach a bow hold to a beginner, and it can be a beginner of any age from 2 to 100. So first of all, you need to get your right hand. Well, if it's a 2-year-old, they need to know which one's their right hand and which one's their left hand, so you can get them to check. I mean, you can draw something on their hand or whatever, but you can say, put your right hand on your head, put your left hand on your head, put your right hand in the air, put your right hand on your shoulder, put your right hand on your nose, put your left hand on your nose, and that can be something they keep practicing at home. Okay, so then you need to get your right hand, or you can call it your bow hand, and they need to be able to separate these two from the middle 2 fingers. So you can first of all just see if they can separate them, which is actually really difficult for anyone, so helping is okay, that's fine. Okay, so then you can shake your hand out and then try it again. Don't need to do it up like this, you can have your hand flat but you can't see in the camera. Okay, so once you can do that, you need to be able to find these 2 joints, in the middle 2 fingers there, and that is where you're eventually going to put your thumb. So see if you can bend your middle fingers. See if you can bend your thumb, and then you're going to curl over your middle fingers and bend your thumb and put your thumbnail on that joint that we just found, and see, what animal have you made? What animal do you think this is? Well, it's a bunny. So it's got 2 ears and a mouth. Okay, so you've made a bunny. Now you can see if they can wiggle the bunny's ears. It's not easy. And you can see if you can make it chew on something. And can you open and shut the mouth? And then shake out your hand, see if you can do it again. So you're going to make the bunny again. I'll just do it quickly. And then maybe you might want to do that again, shake out the hand. If they get good at it, you can say close your eyes and do it behind your back and see if they can make the bunny for a young child. This isn't easy even for an adult. Okay, so once you've got your bunny, you need to get your bow, and you're going to say the bunny is like the carrot, and you've got to get the person to open the bunny's mouth, and you wouldn't want them to put it this way up because you have to have the bow like this. Then you need to make sure that you can keep the bow upright because it's not going to be as heavy. So open the bunny's mouth, but I'll just show it this way so you can see properly. So open the bunny's mouth, and then the teacher is going to put the bow in. You put it alongside those 2 joints, and then I teach beginners, children beginners like this with their thumb here, but you can put it there if you like. And the thing is, a child, well, even an adult who's learning the violin for the first time is not going to just put their fingers and their hand in the right place like that on the bow. So you need to, when you first put the bow in, you're going to put it there, and you've got to like gently hold these fingers here so they don't start going like that. So hold them there really, really gently. And then with your other hand, which would be free, you can put the thumb in its right position and just use your other hand to make sure the fingers go in the right place. And then all they've got to do is keep it in the same position, which is still not easy. And if you're a Suzuki teacher, you're going to have to teach the parent how to do that at home. Okay, so after they've got this in their hand, you can see if they can do some things. So you could go like this, put your bow a bit lower down and go up like a rocket, down like the rain, side to side like a choo-choo train. Although I don't really think a train goes like this, but that's what I've been doing for the last 10 years. Okay, if you think of something else, you can tell me. And then you can balance things on top of a bow, see if they can keep their bow hold good all the time. Got to check that this stays in the same place. If it's not, you don't need to say that it's gone wrong. We'll just start again. Okay, so you could do stirring the pudding, and this is just getting the bow to move and keep your bow hold in the same position. And you could talk about what you like in your pudding. I would have chocolate and Marmite. I'm not sure actually. You can discuss that. And then probably for a young child, that would be enough time. My camera ran out, sorry. So for the first few lessons, I would expect you to, as the teacher or the parent, to have to make the bow hold for the child, so that they can get it into the right place. Okay, some more exercises you could do could be go to the playground. So you could go on the swings after you've made the bow hold and checked. Go on the swing. You could go on the roundabout. You could go up the climbing frame. You could go up the slide, go down the slide, done the roundabout, and the seesaw. Okay, so the other thing that I was going to say is if the bow hold, when you're doing these exercises, starts to get into a bad position or whatever position you think is incorrect, you can't expect the child to correct it if they haven't been given the information about what is a good bow hold. So you need to make sure they've got all the information first. They know who, like I say that these are the people on the bus and the bow is a bus. That's the baby with its feet on the seat, and that's the mum and dad fingers with their legs down a bit longer. That's the stranger with a tiny gap there, and that is the bus driver that's sitting down. And so you can check that the child knows which one's which. So you could say, who's this? And they say stranger. And who's this? Mum and dad. Who's this? Baby. Who's this? Bus driver. And then you can also do what's wrong with my bow hold. So if I did this and then said what's wrong with my bow hold, and then they could say mum and dad have got their feet on the seat, or you can go like this, and hopefully they should know, but they need to be able to know that before they're going to be able to correct anything. So once they've got all the information and they actually know what is a good bow hold from the teacher's perspective, then if it goes wrong, if this creeps up like this during when they're doing an exercise, you can just say, right, let's just check your bow hold. And then I usually find that I don't have to actually say anything like you've done this wrong or correct your mum and dad fingers. You can just say, wow, your baby finger is so beautifully relaxed and curly and on its tip. And then you could go, what else is really good? It looks really nice. Oh, look at your bus driver. It's so bendy. It's on its tip. It's in exactly the right position on the bow. And oh, wow, look at your stranger. It's got a little gap there. Really beautiful. And then usually find that you don't need to mention anything, and they will realise that you haven't said these two are in the right position, and they'll just correct it by themselves. If anyone has any questions about bow holds for children or adults as well, then let me know.